a fantastic heel character.
Correct.
Which they didn't expect. He did a great job at that. That's why I know that.
If you remember this Royal Rumble, there were surprise guests that you haven't seen before. Let me see. Super Crazy.
Here comes Super Crazy on his knees, apparently, and he's going to spin, roll, and come to the ring. Oh, no. Let's see that. We're at 24, by the way. Tatanka was the big surprise.
Tatanka and Animal and...
Well, Animal wasn't really surprised because he was on the roster at the time.
Right, but this was like his final farewell because he knew that with all the back problems, he couldn't perform anymore the way he wanted to, and he was one of these guys that knew that the time was to go because he couldn't do things the way he should.
Anyway, Super Crazy.
And he wanted to be a father for Joe and help him get into...
So they went back to Super Crazy now.
Yeah,
he's crazy. Wait, that's Joey Styles would say.
Yes.
Talk about Super Crazy for a minute. Oh, he's in the ring. I'm not sure how long he's going to be here, so...
He's one of the cruiserweights that came from WCW with Psychosis and
ECW too.
Yes. And these guys, I mean, Mexican cruiserweights like Ray and Psychosis and La Parca, these guys could do moves that no one else could think could be done. High-flying elbows, planchas, elbow twists.
They were unique at their time. That's what it is. They were unique at their time, which is saying something.
If watching the first season of Lucha and they stayed true to the Luchadors, the second season's going to be really phenomenal now that you got Ray in it.
Who's next? Hey! It is Shawn Michaels.
HBK.
And full pyrotechnics for Shawn here, I see. Very nice.
He's got the elbow pad on because I believe he had an injury on his elbow.
At this point, though, I believe he had that feud with Vince going. We were discussing this before we went on the air. Mm-hmm. And at this time, I believe they were setting up, they had a feud with Vince going on, which set up the Vince versus Shawn match at Mania, and also set up the infamous McMahons taking on Shawn Michaels and God. Which if you've never seen that, don't.
that gimmick, Vince even missed. He got thousands of phone calls from very religious people flooding his line.
It was on McMahon DVD. That whole thing was on McMahon. Remember, McMahon made his own religion at this time. McMahonism, whatever it was.
He's going to hell.
But I remember that he made his own religion. It was one of the funniest things ever.
McMahonism, yeah.
Do you remember, though, he was at a church? And we were at Raw. They did the whole thing where he was at church.
Yeah.
He was around there. They did it together at church. And him and Shane was terrified. And Vince is like cursing God in a church.
Then all of a sudden you see the flash of light and hear lightning and Vince coming as well. God is real and have him strike me down.
And Shane right away. Anyway, back. I haven't seen him earlier. It's the masterpiece Chris Masters.
Who has been in...
What is he doing now? I mean, I haven't heard from him in a while. Since he saved that person in that fire, I haven't heard from him in a while.
I think he makes some appearances.
Hey, full power for Masters.
I think he makes some appearances.
He does stuff for indies. He did indies. A lot of indies.
He's been in a couple ROH matches.
Oh, yeah, he has. He also does a lot of... He actually does a lot of stuff here. Mm-hmm. For Bruce City. Lots of Bruce. I was seeing an advertisement for Bruce City. Oh, Bruce City has a show going on this weekend.
Really?
In West Dallas. I saw Matt Hardy on the poster.
Well, that's a nice thing about some of these guys and their connections.
Hey, I think Matt Hardy just skinned the cat.
Somewhat.
He did it, though. He did
wasn't pretty, but he did his own way.
Wasn't as good as Sean Ray, but he still did it.
Now, keep in mind that Chris Masters' masterpieces is all done.
Triple H was getting eliminated. No, all right.
Not yet. That basically, everything was all hard work in Jim and Body. Keep in mind, I think this is not too long after the gimmick they did with Lex Luger, the Narcissist.
Oh, God.
Which, man, that just...
Remember, though, Chris Masters had the Master Lock Challenge going on at this time.
Yes.
Who was the first person to break it? Do you remember? Who says remember earlier?
Lashley. The Tank.
Yes, he was the one that beat him.
And then he had to hit him over the back with a chair.
Oh my God.
Oh.
At least. Okay.
Go ahead.
At least he's Viscera and not Big Daddy V. Because Big Daddy V, he wasn't wearing a shirt.
No.
And you can't unsee that.
No.
You really can't unsee that.
Is this Viscera with the grill and the gold
I don't
teeth?
think this is I think this is the Viscera that hit on Lillian Garcia. I think this is that Viscera. I heard my history right.
No.
This is the Viscera that hit on Lillian.
Remember Men on a Mission?
God.
This was part of that. It was
Viscera was everywhere. Viscera seems like he was everywhere until he passed.
No, there was 3 Men on a Mission. There was Vis. And
What the hell is he doing?
I can't remember the other two.
What is he doing?
The pelvic something.
And then he squashed Matt Hardy, and then we didn't see it because they're concentrating on something else. They're concentrating on something else.
Man on the Mission. Let's see. I'm trying to remember the other 2 guys in Man on the
Oh
Mission.
my God, I don't want to describe that. I don't even want to describe what Viscera just did to Matt Hardy. I really don't want to. I can, but I'm not going to.
Was this before?
There's a reason. Oh my God! Stop the public thrust, please.
Was this before Mark Henry and Sexual Chocolate?
No, this is after that. That happened during the Attitude Era. That was during the Attitude Era.
Okay.
The Mae Young Mark Henry stuff during the Attitude Era. He's so sick. Okay, I would like to know what just happened. Matt Hardy went for a side effect.
I remember the other 2 guys.
Picked him up and threw over the top.
I remember the other 2 guys in Men on a Mission.
Go for it.
Mo and Oscar.
Ah, okay. You got 5 seconds. Who the hell eliminates Viscera though on this? That's weird. Shelton and his mama!
Wasn't it that WrestleMania he was in when all the mama dancers came out?
No, that was Brutus Clay. That was Brutus Clay and his mama.
Really?
Yeah, that was Brutus remember somebody calling your mama? That was Brutus. That was Brutus.
All right.
So this is Shelton Benjamin's mama.
Before the became the world greatest tag team?
This is after. This is post-world greatest tag team. Mother, who's got eliminated? Is that Chavo?
No, that's Eugene. Eugene's out.
I'm sorry I confused them.
Or Lyle and Jordan's almost out.
But what's it called? So Shelton Benjamin at the time was the former IC champion. This was post world greatest tag team. Post when they did that weird Triple H Shelton Benjamin feud for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
But before he really found his heel character where he was mocking Terrell Owens. Which he ended up, that was a great character for him.
Wait.
That was a great character for him.
Was this before or after he dyed his hair blonde and came
Before. This is before.
Okay.
Because when he dyed his hair, it was when he turned heel and he became the Gold Perfection.
Yes.
And he was Shelton Benjamin, the Gold Perfection, and he ended up being like a mock Terrell Owens. Which I thought was great. Actually, he played that character fantastic. Speaking of gold, I did not do that segue intentionally.
Yeah.
I did not do that intentionally. Here comes Gold Dust. It's 29, by the way.
Was this when he was still with his wife at that time?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't even know. I think this is a one-off. I think this is just a one-off.
Okay.
Because the way Cole's talking about it, I think this is just a one-off. But weird, Goldust is here. Goldust is on television now. He was tagging with Stardust.
That's another.
Mr. Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
The son of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, who we lost last year.
Yeah, both sons.
Both of them, but we lost last year.
Okay.
Who, if you want Breaking Ground, the last episode of Breaking Ground, they were both on Breaking Ground because they were showing them they were talking about the Dusty Rhodes Memorial Tournament and talking about Dusty, and they were both there. And they showed the speech, which was cool. And Cody got really emotional looking at the trophy, by the way.
I believe that.
But there's Goldust randomly here at 29. I don't really remember who 30 is, so we're going to find out together.
Was this the edgy Goldust, or was this the Goldust?
I think this is post that. Okay. I think this is in between everything. I think this is a one-off. I think this might just be a one-off.
He had that feud with Mankind.
Yeah, this is one-off. I think this is one-off. This is post his weird Tourette's thing after Booker T and Goldust.
The shock
Tourette's.
Yeah.
The shock Tourette's thing. Oh, number 30 is our end. And the old music. This is Mercy Drive. Wow, this is the old music.
Was this before?
That was Burning the Light.
Was this before he became the youngest heavyweight champion?
No, that was after.
Okay.
Because he beat Benoit in 04 to become the longest world heavyweight champion, beating Brock Lesnar's record. This is pre-Voices in Your Head, though. And Big New he just eliminated Benoit. This is pre-Voices in Your Head. So, This is post-Legend Killer, though. RKO on Viscera. This is pre-RKO RKO out of nowhere, though. This is pre-that.
Is this kind of pre-Evolution, too?
Post-Evolution.
Post-Evolution.
This is 06. Evolution broke up. We talked about it earlier with Flair and Triple H.
Flair, Triple H, Batista, and Orton.
But Batista was hurt at this time.
I'll never forget that scene where Batista had Orton on his shoulders.
This one got made by Masters and Carlito, who do get a title shot at WrestleMania 22 as tag team.
And there goes
Masters by Carlito. Don't trust Carlito. Don't trust Carlito in the Rumble. Why would you do that? Didn't Carlito eliminate Masters in the Elimination Chamber?
I think so.
And now Goldust and Carlito going at it. If they're Elimination Chamber one time, that'd be fun. I watched Elimination Chamber matches, like legit old school Elimination Chamber matches in a long time.
Here we go. A la Dusty Rhodes flip, flop, fly. Bionic elbow?
No, I think he's going to kick him in the nuts. Yeah, I think he's going to kick him in the nuts. You guys think Goldust, and what the hell kind of elimination was that?
He had to kind of flip himself over Orlando Jordan to do it.
What was that? Why didn't he just take Orlando Jordan with him? Why didn't he just take him with him?
That was a miscue. Here comes Orlando Jordan.
Who the hell is fighting Orlando Jordan? Is that Orton?
Yeah, it's Orton.
Goodbye, Jordan. Oh, no, not goodbye, Jordan. Now goodbye, Jordan. What the hell was that? That was a straight elimination by Goldust. That was just weird. Why did they just do the whatever thing for Orton? That was random and weird. Oh yeah, Ray Triple H was on there. I didn't realize that.
Shelton and Carlito.
The hell are Shelton and Carlito doing? What the hell are they doing?
Oh, Shelton's hanging on to the top rope. Carlito's trying to push him off.
What the hell?
And then Shelton is now grabbing Carlito's.
I think I remember how Shawn got eliminated, but I don't want to say it until I see it. You know what I mean? Eminem, by the way, attacking Shawn Michaels. I'm trying to come back to my memory and how Shawn got eliminated from this Rumble.
This was when they were still...
Who, Eminem?
No, when they were,
Who, Shawn?
Shawn and Trips when they were...
no, this is before the DX.
The DX? Okay.
Pre-DX. Remember, he's in the feud with Vince.
Okay.
At this time. He's in the feud with Vince. And goodbye...
Is that Mr. Mercury?
Goodbye, Mercury.
Goodbye, Mercury.
And goodbye, Nitro.
And...
Goodbye, Eminem. And then Shawn catches himself. And that's how you do it.
That's it.
That's how you skin the cat correctly. And there's Shelton Benjamin randomly to kick him in the head.
I liked it when the Shelton Charlie Haas took their tag team and out of WWE.
And they went independent? They went indie?
And they made a bigger name for themselves.
They did. They were tag team champions in Ring of Honor.
Yep.
They couldn't use the world's greatest tag team, so they were the world's... What were they called? They couldn't use world's greatest tag team, because that was actually... there was something else, but they did the same letters.
Yes.
I forgot what word they used, but they did the letters.
And there was Shelton, a la Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels, elimination by Shawn Michaels here, actually. And here comes Vince.
I thought it was the world's toughest tag team.
Maybe. It was something like that.
Oh, the Vince strut. That people kind of looked at it as that maybe he had an incontinence problem.
Not nearly as funny as Shawn. You see Vince and Stephanie doing the Vince strut on Raw this week?
No.
That was hysterical.
I like to take off that when DX did on...
oh, yes, the over-the-top Vince walk?
Yeah, and the Shane O'Mac, which Shawn Michaels was, and Trips did the...
Now, why is Vince out here?
Because, once again, when Vince is in charge of creative, this is what happens. You're filling time for some reason.
What's going on?
It's just, they're doing a little feud. He says, you were eliminated. No, I'm not eliminated. You shouldn't be
eliminated. Oh, that's Shawn back. Shane McMahon eliminated Shawn Michaels.
Yes. Which set up the feud with
Vince and Shawn. Shane's not even in the Rumble. Shane's dancing in the ring, but Shane
And
is
if I
over the top.
remember